Hai, ketemu lagi dengan Dian dan
Imre,
kali ini di Flat Out Podcast.
edisi Brno.
Oke, kayaknya pertama saya pengen ngomongin Veda Ega Pratama deh. Hari ini pada saat praktis finish di posisi 15, tapi karena Eddie Osia mendapatkan diskualifikasi karena berat badan yang kurang dari yang seharusnya itu 152 kilogram.
Yes, so
Mhm.
152 kilogram is the minimum weight that the MotoGP3 bike can never be lighter during a race weekend. And yeah, maybe Eddie lost some weight or they miscalculated the fuel consumption or something like that. So the bike was too light and
Yeah, and make the result of him need to be cancel. Tapi itu beruntung banget buat Veda karena akhirnya Veda yang finish di posisi 15 naik ke posisi 14 dan artinya Veda besok akan langsung ke Kitu. Tapi ada yang keren lagi nih, selain Veda Ega Pratama juga ada Hakim Danish yang hari Jumat ini benar-benar di posisi 1 mulai dari pagi hari sampai sore hari.
so it was a great day for Asia. First of all, Hakim Danish was dominant from the first moment on. He
Yes.
topped FP1, he topped practice,
Yes.
and by the end of the day, it was then Ogura who broke the lap record, beat Marco Bezzecchi, and secured first position on Friday.
I think also Hakim Danish break the record.
Yes, it seems that it is quite warm. The track was properly prepared. It was resurfaced last year, and I think that now the surface comes to its best this year. So even with quite little rubber on it, it is already very fast, and that is quite unusual.
Ya, oke. Tapi di MotoGP sendiri, kita ngomongin dulu Moto2 deh, karena di Moto2 sendiri ada sedikit kejutan nih. Kejutannya adalah bukannya Gonzales yang di posisi 1 praktis hari ini, tetapi ada David Alonso. Walaupun Gonzales nggak jauh-jauh banget, dia ada di posisi 3, tapi tetap aja ini cukup keren sih buat Alonso.
Yes, Alonso, he shows his talent again. He can be very fast if he has a good day, but when you look at the lap times, they are so close together. David Alonso could just beat local hero Philip Salac by 19 thousandths of a second, and just 300ths behind them is already Manuel Gonzalez. So it is very tight. So anything can happen tomorrow and on Sunday.
Oke, sekarang kita langsung aja ke kelasnya para raja nih, yaitu Ai Ogura yang tadi udah kita spill sedikit kalau Ai Ogura di praktis ada di posisi 1 dan Ai Ogura juga bilang dia terbantu banget dengan bannya dia merasa sangat menikmati, tapi dia juga belum yakin tentang besok di kualifikasi kira-kira bakal bagaimana. Nah, oke Imre, sekarang kita langsung flat out aja ngomongin MotoGP menurut Imre.
Marc Marquez topped the timesheets this morning. He said he felt well on the bike, straight from the beginning. The bike was turning, he felt good, but he still has to save his energy. And you can see that after a couple of laps, his strength was really down. He made a mistake and he crashed. In the afternoon, he was fastest, but then he saved his energy when everybody was doing qualification laps. He was just continue to ride around, but until then his time was already fastest. There were just some people, let's say 4 others, who could beat these times, but even like this, 7 riders were under the lap record of Pecco Bagnaia. So it shows the track is fast, everybody has improved. Now Aprilia is strong, Ducati is strong. Marc Marquez said that he has already said from the beginning of the year the 2026 Ducati is faster than last year's. It is just him who has to find his form.
Yeah, but I think from Marc Marquez, we don't need to be like wonder if tomorrow in qualification he can do better. I mean, now I think it's his time to little bit talk about Ai Ogura, no? Because he is on the first position.
Ogura is on first position, and even Marco Bezzecchi says he is not surprised. I made such a step from last year to this year, and now he is correcting his mistakes. He's shaking off his weakness in qualifying, and yeah, we all know that the guy has exceptional talent. The bike is good. And as Marco Bezzecchi said, for the factory team, Ogura could be a pain in the ass this weekend. It means they will have a hard time beating him.
Dan juga Bezzecchi mengatakan bahwa sebenarnya bagus juga sih Ogura ada di posisi 1. Jadi kan mereka bisa ngelihat datanya dan siapa tahu ada yang bisa diambil oleh, Bezzecchi dan juga, Jorge Martin dari data yang dicatatkan oleh Ogura. Jadi emang seru banget sih ya dengan, pabrikan sekarang mulai bisa membaca semua data dari pembalap karena ini ngebantu banget untuk mereka improve di sesi selanjutnya ya kan Imre?
That's very true. This is what shows how strong Ogura actually is. That now the factory team will look his data, how they can improve. The factory team has some work to do anyhow because Jorge Martin is just 11th. Jorge Martin was pushing hard, but it didn't help. So he dropped out of the top 10. So he has to go through Q1 tomorrow.
So, how about the KTM? I mean, Pedro Acosta in this last 2 races is really very consistent in the front.
The KTM was not so obvious this time, but Pedro Acosta still made it into Q2. KTM had its first victory in Brno back in 2019. Pedro Acosta was quite good last year, so we can expect that he will also be fighting with the Ducatis and with the Aprilias. There is one more news from today that will trigger a lot of other ones because MotoGP has announced that they have signed the contract with the manufacturers until 2031. So this time it is a single contract that includes every manufacturer, so they all have the same contract. And this will start a new era. Plus, we will see how far all these rumors were true, because now we can expect that within the next 2 weeks, every manufacturer will announce their lineup for 2027.
Yeah, or maybe in Asen because sometime in Asen, in Asen is always lot of spectator and this is like the right way to announce new rider for the 2027, I think.
So, as the times were very tight today and very fast, we can
In all class, yeah?
yes, in all classes, and so we can expect a lot of action tomorrow.
In qualification and also in sprint.
Yes. We might have some surprises. On the other hand, it would not surprise me personally if Marc Marquez would suddenly pull off something and win tomorrow again and then be surprised about himself.
Yeah, but Marc Marquez said this is little bit difficult because in this circuit is so many right corner
Yes.
and he's still not ready yet, right?
That's what he says, but we will see tomorrow.
Oke, kayaknya segitu dulu aja untuk bahasan hari Jumat ini dan sekali lagi selamat buat Veda yang bisa langsung ke Kitu. Semoga membantu dan juga untuk Tayo Furusato yang juga bisa langsung ke Kitu. Dan ini tentunya membuat Tayo akan lebih semangat nih di Brno kali ini. Oke, sampai sini dulu aja dan jangan lupa.
Don't forget to follow us on Di Solistio.
Dadah.
Sampai jumpa.